Hello and welcome back to Year 9 Chemistry. It's wonderful to see you. This is Week 10, Session 3, Neutralization, Acid plus Alkali. This is where everything we've learned about acids, alkalis, and ions comes together in one elegant reaction. When an acid meets an alkali, something remarkable happens at the particle level, and it all comes down to that pair of ions we met earlier. Let's watch them react. 4 goals today. First, define neutralization. Second, write it 3 ways, as a word equation, a symbol equation, and an ionic equation. Third, identify the salt from the acid and alkali used. And fourth, interpret how pH changes as we add alkali to acid. Let's bring the whole topic together. Let's start with the big picture. Neutralization is the reaction of an acid with a base. When the base is an alkali, the general pattern is beautifully simple. Acid plus alkali gives salt plus water. Here's a real example. Hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide gives sodium chloride plus water. The acid and the alkali react, and out come an ordinary salt and plain water. Every acid-alkali neutralization follows this same shape. Now let's zoom into the particle level, and this is the heart of the lesson. In that reaction, the sodium ions and chloride ions are just floating in the water, before and after, unchanged. So what actually reacts? Only 2 ions, the hydrogen ion from the acid and the hydroxide ion from the alkali, join together to make water. There it is, the ionic equation. H plus OH minus gives H2O. That single tiny reaction is what neutralization really is. The ions that don't change, the sodium and chloride, we call spectator ions. Now naming the salt, and here's where that pattern you banked earlier pays off. The positive part of the salt comes from the alkali. The negative part comes from the acid. Hydrochloric acid makes chlorides. Sulfuric acid makes sulfates. Nitric acid makes nitrates. So sulfuric acid plus potassium hydroxide gives potassium sulfate plus water. And nitric acid plus sodium hydroxide gives sodium nitrate plus water. Read the acid, read the alkali, and you can name the salt instantly. Let's think about the pH as the reaction happens. Start with an acid, low pH, lots of hydrogen ions. Now add alkali, drop by drop. Each hydroxide ion you add reacts with a hydrogen ion, forming water and removing hydrogen ions from the solution. So the hydrogen ion concentration falls and the pH rises. At exact neutralization of a strong acid by a strong alkali, you reach about pH 7. Add more alkali beyond that, and the pH climbs above 7. So pH rises because hydroxide ions are mopping up the hydrogen ions. 2 quick but important cautions. First, neutral does not mean harmless. A neutral solution can still contain dissolved salts or other substances, so pH 7 is not a promise of safety. And second, many acid-alkali neutralizations release heat. The temperature rises, which makes them exothermic reactions. If you ever investigate that temperature rise, control the concentration, the volume, the starting temperature, and the insulation. A fair test, just like last session. Let's practice together. What's the ionic equation for neutralization? Pause and answer. H plus OH minus gives H2O. That one's worth memorizing. Now, what salt forms from sulfuric acid and potassium hydroxide? Potassium from the alkali and sulfate from the acid gives potassium sulfate. If you got both, you've truly understood neutralization. Let's check your understanding. Question 1. What's the ionic equation for neutralization? Pause and answer. H plus OH minus gives water. Question 2. What salt forms from nitric acid and sodium hydroxide? Sodium nitrate. Here's your recap. Neutralization removes hydrogen and hydroxide ions by forming water. Acid plus alkali gives salt plus water. The acid decides the salt ending, and the alkali supplies the positive ion. And as alkali is added, the pH rises. You've just connected an entire topic into one clear picture, and that's a wonderful achievement. Now let's make it permanent. Head to www.bridgetoexam.com to practice writing these equations with instant feedback, and take the final exam when you're ready. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. I'm really proud of your work, and I'll see you next session, where acids meet metal oxides and carbonates.